In today's session, we are going to look at the one of the transmission characteristics for an optical fiber, that is distortion or dispersion. Okay, dispersion. From the dispersion, this distortion word will come. So the suitable word would be dispersion first. So already attenuation we have completed. Four different losses we have seen: material absorption, linear scattering, non-linear scattering, and fiber bending losses. These mechanism will cause the attenuation. Similarly, there is one more loss, that is dispersion. Here I had listed here the general terms, okay, what all different types you may come across, but a very clear classification I have written here. Hope it is recognizable to you. Okay, it is readable. It is a dispersion. Dispersion, there are two types. One is intramodal, the other one is intermodal. Okay, modes are nothing but what? The field configurations. Field जैसे propagate होता है within the optical fiber, they are the modes. So intra and inter, two different dispersions we come across. Intramodal dispersion is also called chromatic dispersion. Okay, chromatic means, chroma means what? Color. As the light is made up of different frequencies, the component of different frequencies do exist. So here it is also called chromatic dispersion. In chromatic or intramodal dispersion, we come across material dispersion and waveguide dispersion. Intra means within a mode. Okay, एक जो mode propagate हो रहा है उसमें जो dispersion होगा, that is intramode. Intermode is between two different modes, whatever dispersion occurs. Okay, ये एक ही mode में जो होगा inside, that is intra. Inter is in between two different modes. So let us first see what is a dispersion. Okay, clearly we will just try to analyze what are the parameters, how this dispersion occurs. Then we will look into the classification. Okay, dispersion. The word dispersion means what? Generally, many of the times we say this term during the class hours or after the class hours. Disperse, students disperse. So what is this disperse? इधर उधर चले जाओ. This dispersing means what? Just go out randomly. So that is called dispersion. What is the difference between attenuation and dispersion? These are the two characteristics which are the important for which are very much important for optical fiber communication. Okay, so what is the difference? Attenuation means what? Suppose एक system है. If a signal is like this, okay, a sine wave is propagating. Output, if it is attenuated, we will get like this. You can just see the amplitude. Okay, there is a variation. This is, we call it attenuation. Now, what is a dispersion? You can see again there is a change in the shape. Frequency component change हो जाएगा. So this is called dispersion. That is the difference. Attenuation, strength कम होगा. Dispersion, even though it is lost, there is a broadening of this pulse. Okay, you can see the width, it is broadened compared to the original signal. So this is the difference between attenuation and dispersion. Now coming into what is dispersion, how it is caused. Dispersion is the spreading of the light pulses. As I have shown you just now, the spreading. You can see if this is your input, if your cable channel, optical fiber cable through which this input propagates, output will be somewhat, the pulse is broadened. So the spreading of light pulses as it travels from one end to the other end in the optical fiber cable, that we call it dispersion. So dispersion of the transmitted signal, it will cause a distortion. As I told you, from the dispersion, distortion comes. Okay, so it causes a distortion for both analog as well as digital transmission along the fiber. So you have already studied some basics about analog communication. What is the meaning of modulation? What are the different coding techniques? Okay, even in case of your digital modulation schemes, everything you have already studied. So if you come across both these schemes, digital as well as analog transmissions along the optical fiber, dispersion will cause a distortion of the signal. Means original जो input रहेगा, it will not come out as it is at the output side. Okay, the signal will be distorted. It will have certain parameters change. It will definitely, there will be a change in its parameters at the output side. In case of digital modulation, dispersion mechanisms within the fiber, they cause broadening of the transmitted light pulses. As I have shown you here, there is this width of this pulse will get broadened. Okay, area zyada ho jayega uska. That is what in case of digital modulation I'm talking about. This dispersion, it will cause broadening of the transmitted light pulses as they travel along the optical fiber. As an example, you can see here, this is the fiber input. This is your time, this is your amplitude. You can use any formats to represent the pulses. You can, I think you have studied different coding techniques, NRZ, RZ, right? Non-return 0, then return 0. So any format you can use. If you see, there is what the information is 1011. Okay, I'm sending this information through the optical fiber. Suppose the distortion occurs. Suppose that through the optical fiber, whenever the information is sent, due to some causes, distortion is happening. That is, dispersion occurs. So how the dispersion is looked into is, you can see it is not immediately here. Okay, there is some space gap. This gap indicates we are now here. This is nothing but your receiving side. Not completely output, but after some time, suppose at a time t equals to 0, ideally we are applying the input. After time t is equal to some other value, say t1, we are checking the output. Okay, the meaning of this graph is like that. The gap indicates we are checking the output after some time. If you see, even though we are getting this 1011 information, check the the broadening of the pulse. You can observe the original pulses and there is a broadening. 1 is there, okay, it is identifiable. Even 0, no information. There is 1 here, but there is an overlap here. As the pulses get broadened, definitely जो भी neighborhood में जो रहेंगे pulses, they will overlap with each other, something like this. So actually ये output कैसे दिखेगा आपको? It will look like this. 1, 0. After this 1, this overlap, let me not show you, something like this it will appear. So यहाँ पर जो है थोड़ा बहुत information, this will be lost because of this overlapping. Even though still यहाँ पर आपको identifiable है, this 1, 1, this is distinguishable pulses. Even you can recognize that there are 2 pulses here. But after some more amount of time, if the length increases as we are the wave is in the information is propagating, after some more amount of time, if I check the output, you can see the third figure, there is 1 pulse. Okay, actually I should have left some space here, but I don't have space here. The page is limited, so I have drawn it here itself. There is information 1. Okay, first is 1011. I am transmitting 1011. So first value 1 is there, okay, as it is. After that, as distance increases, this broadening is also increased. You can see here at the output, when we check at some distance L1 at some time, pulse width, you can observe it is bit broadened compared to the original value. Now take after some more amount of time, output, consider the output at certain distance which is again greater than L1, means और थोड़ा time के बाद में if you check, observe the pulse width here and pulse width here. It is getting broadened, right, as the distance increases. So what you can observe, anyhow, the first value is recognizable. After that, the second pulse is overlapping with the first, right? Here, there is an overlap. Actually, I want 0 here. The second bit is 0, but you cannot identify here. See, no 0 level. I cannot distinguish यहाँ पर 0 है या 1 है. Then the information is 1 and 1. 1, 0, 1, 1. After that, the third pulse, again, it will overlap here. So that's why what will happen is there are indistinguishable pulses. You cannot identify because of this broadening of the pulses. Information में 1 है या 0 है. Because of that ambiguity itself, errors are caused, right? Instead of 1, 0 consider हो जाएगा. So because of that, your information totally will change. So errors do occur here because of the pulse broadening. So this is nothing but the dispersion loss. This is a mechanism, important transmission characteristics for optical fiber. So I hope you understood this figure. Original input, broadening of the pulse when you check the output at some distance L1, and if you take some more amount of time, after some more time, after at some distance L2 which is greater than L1, if you check the output, pulse broadening is further increased and these overlapping are happening. So because of this overlapping, you cannot identify what information actually you're sending. So this overlapping, we call it ISI. I think you have studied this in digital communication, inter-symbol interference. It is a type of distortion. You might have studied this. Let me just explain the figure. Here each pulse, sorry, there's a spelling mistake, broadens, B-R-O-A-D, okay? B-R-O-A-D, broadens and overlaps with its neighboring pulses. I hope it is not clear. With its neighbors. So each pulse, it will broaden and it will overlap with its neighbors. Eventually, what happens? The pulses you cannot distinguish. You know, आप separate नहीं कर सकते हो. Information यहाँ पे 1 है या 0 है. So eventually becoming indistinguishable at the receiving side. So we call this effect as inter-symbol interference. This overlapping. Okay. Hence, increasing the number of errors may be encountered. As I told you, information kya ja raha hai, what is the original information, you are unable to identify, because of which error will be more, errors encountered will be more, so error rate will increase. Hence, the increasing number of errors may be encountered on the digital optical channel. Why? Because of this pulse broadening, because of the ISI. Okay, ISI becomes more pronounced. Because of it, why ISI becomes more pronounced? Because pulses are getting broadened as the distance increases. These factors will limit the information carrying capacity of the optical fiber. So what do you mean by information carrying capacity? It is nothing but your bandwidth. So this factor, the ISI, the pulse broadening or the dispersion, this will limit the bandwidth available. Okay. Bandwidth कम है means what? Bit rate कम हो जाएगा, right? Bit rate जितना ज़्यादा होगा आपका bandwidth उतना अच्छा रहेगा. If your information carrying capacity is less, obviously bit rate will be low. The error rate is, okay, I am talking about error rate here. Because of these pulse broadening, we do encounter certain errors. So this error rate, it is actually dependent on two things. One is signal attenuation and the other one is SNR. You know both. What is a signal attenuation and what is SNR? It is a signal to noise ratio at the receiver side. How it is related is, error rate is directly proportional to the attenuation. Signal का attenuation जितना ज़्यादा होगा, error rate बढ़ेगा. Okay, obvious है. जितना attenuation होगा, जितना loss हो रहा है, obviously you won't be able to identify the actual information. So errors will increase. So error rate is directly proportional to the attenuation, and it is inversely proportional to the SNR, signal to noise ratio. Okay. The signal dispersion, it will alone the maximum, it will alone limit the maximum possible bandwidth available. Just now I have told you, because of the dispersion, errors will increase. Because of the errors that are increasing, what will happen? The information carrying capability, that is nothing but the bandwidth, it will be limited. So the signal dispersion will limit the bandwidth attainable with a particular fiber to a point where individual symbols can no longer be distinguished. The same thing what I'm telling you here, you cannot identify with what information you are sending. So the pulse इतने broaden हो जाएंगे, dispersion इतना हो जाएगा कि this dispersion will limit the maximum possible bandwidth that is attainable by the optical fiber. कितना limit होगा? To a limit, to an extent that you cannot identify what information you are sending. Okay. For now, the condition we need to put. Okay, what should be the bandwidth? What should be the rate? Okay, let us talk about that. For no overlapping of the light pulses, means even if अगर आपके pulse broaden हो रहे हैं, you can see, even if your pulses are getting broadened, no issues. But in order to avoid this overlapping, what is happening? Because of overlapping, your information is getting lost, right? There is an ambiguity, whether it is 0 or 1. So we don't want this overlapping to happen. So because of that, for no overlapping of the light pulses down on the optical fiber, the condition is the digital bit rate, that is BT, bit rate, it must be less than the reciprocal of the broadened pulse duration. So ये जो pulse broaden हो रहा है, okay, this broadening of the pulse, if I consider this duration as tau, so what is the condition? Bit rate should be less than the reciprocal of this tau, that is 2 times tau, that is BT, it should be less than 1 by 2 tau, where tau is the pulse broadening duration on the channel. So pulse broadening duration, if I consider tau here, okay, time, kitne time pe ye broad ho raha hai pulse, if that is the duration tau, then bit rate should be less than 1 by 2 tau. So this is the condition. This will give the estimate of the maximum bit rate that may be obtained on an optical link. That is, it should be 1 by 2 tau. At the max, 1 by 2 tau. This is one way. Okay, this is one thing. Secondly, a more accurate estimate of the maximum bit rate for an optical fiber with a dispersion, we can obtain this by considering the light pulses as at the output to have a Gaussian shape with an RMS width rho. The meaning is, you can see how these pulses are getting broadened. If you look at the shape of these, they are looking like a Gaussian distribution, right? This is your Gaussian distribution. We have already seen this one concept in mode field diameter, right? MFD. There also we have taken the Gaussian distribution. If this is your maximum field at, you know, at the center, ये अगर core में है, if this is your cladding, so this curve जो field में है, the field which is following, this is something like Gaussian distribution curve. So if we assume this, even here also the pulses, we assume that for the to get the estimate of maximum bit rate, what we do? We will assume that the light pulses at the output, they are having the Gaussian shape with the RMS width of rho. That is, अगर आपका pulse width ऐसे है, ये Gaussian distribution है, तो ये जो width है, ये rho है. We will consider this to get the maximum bit rate. This analysis, if we consider Gaussian distribution, this analysis will allow us the existence of certain amount of signal overlap, even though, you know, even though there is certain overlap on the channel, but it will avoid any SNR which will occur whenever ISI becomes pronounced, because as I told you, error rate, it depends upon both attenuation and SNR. So जो second case हमने consider किया है, that is Gaussian distribution. If we take that, even though some overlap exists, even though existence of certain amount of signal overlap on the channel, however, while avoiding any SNR, signal to noise ratio, जो second parameter है जिसपे error rate depend करता है, we can avoid that, okay, whenever the ISI becomes pronounced.